Hey, everybody, it's your girl, Author Doc B. She's in the building. And guess what? We have a special treat for you tonight. Listen, oh my goodness, you don't want to miss it. Tonight, I am bringing on, let me tell you, we have the author of Daddy's Girl. She is a visionary, empowerment specialist. Let me tell you, she's so spiritual, it's going to knock you off the sides of those chairs. So let me just go on and make you all, I'm going to go on and make it public so that you can click like and share. Bring It to the Table is a safe place for you and anyone to come who are everyday people, just like you and I, to address anything that they have overcome, conquered, or survived, and is now living beyond your dreams. Yep, and I'm your host, Author Doc B. Let me tell you, you don't want to miss this now. So please come on in, come on in, come on in. Click like and share. I need to make this thing public so that, hold on, because with StreamYard, you really have to make it public before you can get the viewers to roll right in. And I have a plethora of ways that I can do this. So tonight, okay, I got it. Let me see and edit. All right, public. There we go. All right, let me see them hearts. Let me see them hearts. There they go. There they go. Come on in. I appreciate you all. Thank you all for joining. Welcome to Bring It to the Table. I'm your host, Author Doc B. You all are going to meet Angela, and I call her Angela. And she's going to tell you the appropriate pronunciation of her name when she comes on. But I call her Angela, and Angela is a high school friend. I knew her from high school. We was cool back then. She said, Felicia, you don't know me. I'm like, yeah, I remember you. But she's doing a plethora of things in her life. And she is going to come on today. And we're going to talk about her book, her new book that's coming out called Daddy's Girl. I believe she has some co-authors that might surprise us today. I'm not sure if she got my message that yes, they can come. All she has to do is send them the link. But sit back on your chairs. This is Women's History Month, okay? Women's History Month. So you're going to see a plethora of women on here this particular month of March. So without further ado, it has already been 3 minutes, my intro. I'm going to bring her in. You're on mute. I think she's on mute. Yeah. Just gotta take yourself off mute. Come on in here, Kevin. I heard you. Come on, Kevin. Come help me, Kevin. I heard that. I read your lips. She was like, Kevin, somebody help. These things happen. Listen, this technology is something else. You just need to hit at the bottom, your mute button at the bottom. Now I'm off mute. So everyone, while she get her mic together and get it going and everything, we want to give her a warm welcome onto the show. We want to thank her for coming to share with us her up and coming book that's coming out called Daddy's Girl. We went to high school together. She said, yo, we were pretty cool. And I'm like, yes. And God is doing some amazing things in her life. And she's going to share. I have a plethora of questions. You all can feel free to there you go.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm awesome. How are you?
I'm great. Thank you very much.
Good.
Good to see you. Good to see you.
I know. Same to you.
And I want to thank you in advance for your support. I see you all over, and I want to congratulate you at the same time for all the things, the wonderful things that God is doing in your life.
Yeah.
Wow. We come a long, long way from high school, right?
Yes, we did. Yes, yes, we have.
I told them this is Women's History Month, and we are going to get on the road with our questions. Okay.
Woo,
And I
woo.
said that you were coming on. Now you did send me a message. Are the other ladies going to come on as well?
Yeah, no, they're not going to be able to come. So it's just going to be me.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine because I did get your message, and they could have if they wanted to.
Yeah.
Now, so can you just tell the audience a little bit about who you are and say the pronunciation of your first name correctly? Because I screwed it up.
So my name is Angelavette Williams Hawkins. I am your purpose pushing machine. Why?
Woo!
Because everything that I do is on purpose with a purpose. And I am purposely on this show tonight to share my experiences, my life's journey, everything that I've done. I'm doing some amazing things, and I'm here to share with you and to bring you into my world so I can possibly help you, and we can do some collaborations or whatever it is that God has for us.
Come on,
Jeremiah 29:11 said, "For I know the plans that I have for you,
come
to
on,
prosper you, not to harm you." And so
yeah.
let me tell you, it's been quite a journey with me and my God, me being obedient to the call and my purpose and the plan for his life that he has for me.
Nice. Thank God for that. What's the name of the first book?
So the name of the first book, the project in itself is called Daddy's Girls. The first, yeah. So it's different topics. Each book have a different topic. So the first book is called Daddy's Girls, The Ultimate Covering. That book, yes, that book is also a compilation of 8 authors sharing our experiences with or without our dads in our life. So as you know, or you may know, that there are 50% of the homes, Black homes, are single parent homes, and most of those are single mothers. And so when I was growing up back in the day, we were in high school, grammar school, and all that. I would always talk about my dad, and the things that he's done and doing in my life. But a lot of the girls, they didn't have the same talk. They couldn't receive it, and so it was foreign to them. And so they would look at me like, "Oh, she thinks she's," but I didn't realize that back then growing up, that it wasn't popular not to have, a 2-parent home. My parents both died in 2019. They had been married over 56 years, and so they died the same year, because they're one behind the other. They were used to each other,
Yeah.
And so, but back in the day, it wasn't 2-family homes back then. It was only single mothers. So, as I got older and, my relationship grew with my Heavenly Father, the ultimate daddy. So that's where the ultimate comes from. That's it. Yeah. The ultimate comes from, that's where the ultimate daddy comes from. He spoke life into me, and he said to me, "I want you to take women's life to the next level, just as I've taken yours."
Wow. That is amazing. And there lies your purpose.
There lies my purpose.
There lies your purpose. Let me tell you, I saw you on a video on YouTube. I was like,
oh, you did?
Girlfriend.
Which one was that? Take off the mask?
I belong to a 12-step fellowship that helped me get my life together off of substances.
Okay.
This is how the podcast originated, from my book that I started to write. I'm on my 3rd one now, but
congratulations.
Thank you. It gave birth to it's called The 3 C's: How I Survived a Crack Addiction, How I Survived Cancer,
Wow.
and how I conquered a worldwide pandemic during the first month, COVID-19, when they were putting the people in the freezer. And, it was almost like God pulled the plug and said, not you.
Right.
You're going to stay awake. You're going to leave tomorrow, and you're going to get up and tell the story. And that's how my book And so
Not birth. Yes.
inside the 12-step program, there is this a quote similar to what you just said.
Mm. Wow. Wow.
And there lies my purpose. And I found my purpose and begin to walk and live in that purpose with God. So I understand. I'm right there with you.
Right. Right.
I'm
Right.
right there with you. And I thought it was happening to me, and it really wasn't. It was happening for me.
For you. Right. I like
Mhm,
that. I like that.
mhm.
I
And
like
I
that.
was walking into my gifts and being elevated, elevated,
Mm-hmm.
elevated.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm steady holding on to the back. No, no, no. No, God, I'm not letting them go. I can't
Right.
let them
Right.
go. No, 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 no. Not that one. You know, that type of thing. So
And
I
he said,
cannot
"What
wait
they
to.
ain't they?" He said, "They I can't take them where you're going." Mm-mm. Because see, many are called, but few are chosen.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And so you're one of the chosen ones
Yeah.
that God has a
Oh,
special,
my, my,
yes,
my.
assignment for you.
Yeah. And I'm on the journey. And I'm
Mhm.
not scared. Quite a few of our classmates, I want to talk
Yeah.
about that really quick,
Okay.
are, when I say spiritual
Mhm.
and religious
Yes.
and have the fortitude and the foresight,
Yes.
the connection with God. I can just name a few. I'm sure they wouldn't mind. Oh my gosh.
Well, we can say,
Ooh.
unique for one, I am definitely connected with her on her. I'm on the board of directors of her program in the
Ooh.
beginning incubator, and
Yeah.
so she do everything God's way through prayer.
Wow. That's
Yes,
amazing.
so,
And
yes,
we are all believers that definitely changes things.
yes,
It
yes.
changes things.
It
Hands down.
changes things. Prayer
And
changes things
I gotta send you my book because you gotta see
for sure.
how you gotta see the process and what God did to get me clean.
Wow,
It's
wow.
in the book.
Wow. Yeah,
Oh
I,
my
I I
goodness.
definitely need that because,
I gotta send it to you.
yeah, I definitely know someone that
Ooh,
can use
just
that even.
understand it was through
Hmm.
Christianity and
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
Right. Yeah,
I'm
that's it.
telling you what
That's
they
it.
did. I'm
Wow.
telling you.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
And what you want me to do? Put them in the garbage? I don't think so.
No, no. Mm-mm. We ain't doing that. No, no, no.
Okay.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
So now,
No.
my next question is, did you go to college, or like did you do any of that stuff?
I did,
All
yes.
right. And what did you study?
As a parent, I do believe that, the Bible said train up a child in the way they should go, right?
Mhm.
Training them is not just I tell you what to do, but I don't do it. But it's walking in the light so they can see you and then
Yes,
they can follow your direction, right?
absolutely.
And so yeah, so I had to go to college to get a degree. But I'm here to tell you, let me tell you something. I'm not big on titles.
Mhm.
I'm not big on, names, because I don't, for me, I know who I am. Once you know who you are in God, none of that moves you. Okay.
Come on.
So I'm not big on titles. So I got a degree only because I want my kids, to follow that because society
Mhm.
says you need that. But at the end of the day,
Mhm.
God says my purpose is going to take you where you really want to go.
Yeah.
Because a degree and a job
Oh, that
only
piece of paper, you can blow that in a minute.
listen
Do something
exactly
unethical on the job. Out the
Mhm.
degree ain't gonna be no good over there.
Ain't gonna be no good. As a matter of fact, I just feel like, and I don't. It's don't get me wrong, who's my listeners. I feel like college is overrated today. It's overrated, right?
Mhm. Mhm.
Because there are a lot of youngsters that have gone to college and they are not working in their field.
And
So
doing nothing with the degree.
they have
I
all
agree.
these student loans just
Mhm.
sitting that
Yeah.
and can't even to pay them because they
Well,
don't even
I'm
have the
one.
job that can that's making the money to pay
Mhm.
student loans.
Mhm.
And
Right.
so I said I don't want my kids to be in that position. And I don't
Yeah.
want and then I watch my parents retire and guess what? Retire, almost broke.
Mhm.
So I don't want to be in that position. I don't want my kids to be in that position.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we ought to leave a legacy. God to leave a legacy for your children,
Come
you know, and your
on.
children's children. So, you know,
Ooh.
there's many levels of this legacy, right? You know, the one
Mm-hmm.
legacy my mom did leave for me, I can't say she wasn't wealthy, but she did leave me with, you know, the prayer mantle, right? I
Yeah.
know how to I know how to go to God, you know, in prayer and get a prayer through.
Yes,
You
we
know,
definitely are
so
connected. There's nothing like knowing you're connected to God and you can get a quick
that's
one
it.
up. I
That's
like
it.
the foxhole ones. I like the foxhole ones. They count too.
That's it. Right,
They
right,
count too,
exactly.
because when you think you are not connected and they say you only need a mustard seed, and then you shoot up that foxhole and
Fiber
then you
mustard
get it,
seed. That's it
and
right
then
there.
you get it answered, it's over. Shut it
It,
down.
that's
Shut
it.
it
Shut
down,
it
sister.
down.
Shut it
Shut
down.
it down.
So this
Shut
is
it
good.
down.
So tell the audience, okay, let me talk to them. Hello, everyone. Please drop your name in the chat. Thank you all for joining. I see you over there in Canada. I see you, Sierra Leone. I see the various countries up there. Is that Dubai? They always come from overseas. I get more followers from overseas than I do in the
Awesome.
United
Awesome.
States.
Awesome.
I've been there and met some people
Okay.
and
Okay. I want to
connected
go
with
to
some people and
Dubai.
stuff like
That's on
that.
my list to go to Dubai.
Yeah, and then I see the Gambia is on the
Oh,
Gambia in
nice.
Africa. I have some people over there that I talk to all the time. So thank you all for joining. Thanks for coming. I see you, Colleen. I see you, Cheryl. And over here, because I'm on Twitter and YouTube, StreamYard allows you to just stream on everything
Right.
all
Right.
at one time. So
Right.
I just want to say thank you all for coming. I really like to pay homage to the audience for their love and their support and stuff. So my next question to you is, can you tell the audience what the book is about?
Okay. So the first book, you know, I already mentioned it was about the eight authors sharing their relationships with or without their dad. So we had an author in there sharing how, you know, her dad had, you know, did some things that was not so nice, you know,
Mhm,
touchy feely, you know. And
mhm.
so when I went to her and I said to her, you know, I would love you to be on this book. And she said, well, you know what? You know, you know, she's up in age 50 and she had not yet shared that part of her story,
Mhm,
you know,
mhm,
with anyone, you know,
mhm.
and much less her dad. So she said, let me go to him before I start writing. She said, because I do need healing. God said I need healing.
Ooh,
And let me
yes.
tell you, yes. And then not only that, you know, the book also was, you know, helped my daughter heal, because my first marriage, you know, we split up when my daughter was
Mhm,
12. And
mhm.
so it wasn't, you know, he did not want us to split up. So he made it hard for my daughter, you know, to feel like she was loved by him, right?
Okay.
So, you know, saying different things, calling her, you know, I'm not gonna, you know, do this for you because you didn't tell me your mom. Just having her in my business, you know, trying to have her, you know, all she wanted was daddy. I want a relationship with dad, so she wasn't a dad.
Yeah.
So I said
Mhm.
to her, God said, if you write that chapter, He's going to heal your relationship with your dad. And let
Nice.
me tell you something. The women on this book that did not have dads in their life, the
Mhm,
healing had begun instantly after they finished writing their chapter. My daughter, she said, I think she said, I don't know, a day later, her dad
mhm.
started calling her every day, texting her. The relationship bonded. He even came up in 2019. We had a daddy-daughter dance. He flew to North
Wow.
Carolina. I mean, he went on national TV and he you know, on live and at the event, and
Mhm,
he was saluting to my husband now, my husband who's my husband now, you
mhm.
know, telling him thank you for being there for them, you know,
Absolutely.
good man, you know, and things like that. I mean, it was just so awesome. It wasn't a, you know, almost just tears just flow, even with the men, you know, it was just touching throughout the whole place. Even a manager, you know, the owner of Casa del Sol came on the floor. He was like, now this is a real Father's Day, you know. So it was just amazing. So the healing began when they started the writing, you know, and
That's awesome. And I always tell people that you're living in a chapter of your life right now. Just pick
that's
up the
it.
pen and start writing. Pick up the pen and writing. There's healing in writing, and
That's healing.
people have been saying this through between music and books
Yep.
for decades and decades and decades. Let me say hi to some of the audience. Hi, Kasana. Thank you for joining. Miss Lemons is on from Texas. I really do appreciate you coming on. You're listening to Angelavette Williams Hawkins tonight, and she is giving us some really, really good. Listen, she's the pusher, she said. What do you say? How do you say it?
Purpose pushing machine.
Purpose pushing queen. I love it. It's going to help you heal. You are listening to Bring It to the Table, and I am your host, author Doc B. And today we have a special guest on. This is Women's History Month, and she is a new author, a second-time author, and her book is Daddy's Girl. And let me tell you, there's some very, 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 very things in the book that she's dropping on us tonight, that she is healing communities, healing women. Women's History Month. We toot our horns to you, Miss Angelavette Williams Hawkins, for coming on tonight. We thank you so much for just sharing your experience with the audience. My audience love good stories. They on here. Listen, they saying, I love you so much. They're saying, whoop, whoop, good job. Yeah, healing is power. They're saying things like that. Thank you all for the comments. Please click like and share. Somebody said, go my Ange, go my Ange. You got Maureen, Natasha. Harris, B. Harris.
Yeah,
okay?
she's on my second book, in which I'm gonna tell you about that book in a minute.
Okay, so Daddy's Girls, the first book.
Yeah, Daddy's Girls. Daddy's Girls is the project, period. It's all about the Daddy's Girls. Yes. Wow. But the title of each one is different. The first one is Daddy's Girls, the ultimate covering, sharing our relationships with or without our dads in their life. But we all are Daddy's Girls because of the ultimate covering, right? Yes. So that's the healing part of it. Now, the second book is called Daddy's Girls, The Waiting Game. That book is 8 authors talking about our journey and waiting for the mate that God has for us.
Ooh,
and that
watch out now.
Watch out now. I'm telling you, that one there. That one
Let me
there.
give you my address. 1281. The Waiting, baby. Oh my God.
The Waiting Game. Let me tell you, that one there. These authors, when I say they are really,
I know they powerhouses because you're a powerhouse.
Yes, powerhouses. They are dropping some jewels in those books. They are really coming strong, coming, vulnerable, but strong.
Okay, but speaking of strong and vulnerability, how important? I mean, what's the message to your audience? I mean, what do you want from this book of authors, this next book that's coming out? What do you want the audience, the people that pick this thing up and it becomes this page turner? And you all were just on CBS, right?
Yes. Yep. Yes.
Ooh,
3 weeks ago.
Wow. Yeah. 3 weeks ago. So we'll get to that in a minute. But what is it? Your target audience? Who might they be?
So my target audiences are, pretty much all women and girls, right? And fathers too, because just imagine, a father, spitting out a seed, but leaving it to die, and almost, not able to be revived. But this is what's happening in our communities, right? So many women have grown up without their dads in their life. And so there is a void. And we say, women are so complex. Women are so hard to get along with. Women are, because that void that's in their life, they are not even understanding it. They have been, looking for love in all the wrong places.
Oh God, don't tell my story.
Picking the wrong men, but not even understand why, because you are not waiting on God for that man that he has, that perfect man for you, that he has for you. But we are so, we're looking for that dad figure, that love that we miss from our dads, being missing. We're looking for that because our first heart, the first, love is supposed to be that our dad.
I'm glad you said that because my nephew is on right now. His name is Isaiah. And just the other day before yesterday, he took his she's 11 now, I believe, 11-year-old daughter to like a orchestra, like on a date. He took her out on a date.
Yeah.
Then I looked at the pictures and his father was there with the, so here she is being escorted by her grandfather.
That is powerful. That's
and
powerful.
her father.
That's powerful.
On each arm, and she's just the prettiest little girl dressed up in this thing. And I'm saying to myself, oh, this gonna have this. I know that this moment is gonna impact her.
Exactly.
So I believe what you're saying. And this is the things that we do not see in our communities anymore.
We don't see.
And they end up in my office, Doc B's office, on substances, got mental health problems, are depressed. And God don't mean for us to be this way, to keep us in this type of bondage. So then he sends people like yourself, the powerhouses, the pushers. What you call it? Say it again. Say it again.
The purpose pushing machine.
Let me tell you, she's going to help you find your purpose. Miss Angelavette Williams Hawkins will help you find your purpose. And now you will be living and thriving in it. Then she'll pass you over to me. And I'm going to show you how to turn your pain and your passion into profit.
Yeah, that's it.
That's what I do.
That's it.
That's the type of coaching that I do. I take their pain and their purpose, I collide it, and then they make a profit off of it. I show them how to put that into dollars, because you can go through it for nothing. Of course, it's to help somebody else, but if your willingness is there. Oh, I love you too, son. Hi, Jonathan. Thank you for joining. Hi, Nat. Thank you for joining. That's Philadelphia. That's Jersey. Hi, thank you.
Hi, everyone.
Hi, this is my friend. We went to high school together.
Yes.
Hey, Ellis. Hi, Miss Ellis. Thank you for joining.
God brought us back together. Look at that.
Right. Hi, everybody. Thank you all for joining. I really do appreciate all your support. But back to Angela. So we want you not to forget that there is something that you're going through painfully, that you can find your purpose in that. And can you speak more to that? Because that's what you do. I heard you. I seen the mask. Tell me about that mask. Oh my God, I was so on fire. I'm like, I got this question, I got that question.
So there are so, as I said, so many women, are walking around. They're broken. So they're walking around, they mask it so well. I mean, gorgeous. I mean, master's degree, doctorate degrees, working for the finest, some of the largest companies, but just making over 6 figures, but still there's a void missing.
Yes.
It's a void from that little girl missing her daddy. And so we have 50-year-olds still searching for that feeling, to fill that void. And so me, the purpose pusher, the divine connector.
Oh gosh, I love that.
Listen, I God, when God spoke to me about that next level, taking women's life to the next level, he said, I'm gonna make sure that you have a divine connection, so you can connect divinely to where they need to go, to their purpose, right?
Oh my God.
So filling every spot, every void in their life.
Yes.
And so I have been helping women since 2010. And so God has allowed me to help women start their own business, become authors.
That's right.
Yeah. And so, let me say the amazing thing about this, as I was a daddy's, I'm still a daddy's girl. He's gone now, he went to heaven, but the legacy, that he left with me.
Come on.
Still lives on, right? So
come on.
I'm carrying my daddy's name. I'm carrying everything that he's taught me resilience,
Absolutely.
confidence,
Absolutely.
unstoppable. My daddy said, you're God's gift to the world. Now, let me say
Yes.
this to you, women. I want you all to know you are God's gift to the world because your ultimate daddy created you, and he said you're fearfully and wonderfully made. So don't
Yes. Come
ever
on.
let anybody tell you because you don't have long, straight hair that you are not wonderfully made. Don't ever let anybody tell you because you don't
Ooh.
have a lighter skin that you are not beautiful.
Ah.
Don't ever let anyone tell you that because you don't have big boobs and a big behind that you are not an amazing, beautiful woman.
Yes.
Because
Queen. I call them
you are
queens. Everybody.
great. Yeah, you are fearfully and wonderfully made. Whatever the size your nose is, whatever the length of your hair is,
Mhm.
whatever the stretch of your eye is or your lips are, you are fearfully and
Yes.
wonderfully made because beauty comes from within to the outward, right?
That's
You can
right.
have the, as society may be the finest complexion, but be so nasty and disgusting on the inside, which makes you ugly on the outside, right?
Uh-huh.
So we are all beautiful, fearfully, wonderfully made women. And I
Mm-hmm.
want you ladies to put on your mirror. If you are feeling like, if somebody have said something to you that may have caused you, because words do hurt, that may have caused you to feel like, you're not worthy, you're not beautiful on the outside. Let me tell you something. You want hair, you can buy hair, right?
Come on. Come on.
You can get you some teeth, right? You can,
Hey.
you can enhance yourself, honey. There's so many things you can enhance yourself with, right?
Yes, you can.
So don't ever feel like you're not enough because you are enough. And I want you to put on your mirror. I want you to put on your doors. I want you to put on your windows. I want you to even put it on your windshield and say, I am fearfully and wonderfully made. I am unstoppable. I am beautiful. I'm in an amazing prize piece, that's going somewhere in God.
And I am enough.
And I
Tell them.
am enough. That's
Tell
it.
them.
I
And
am
it's
enough.
so funny that you said I am. So I treat young children between the ages of 5 years old in the evening in my private practice, and
Mhm.
between 5 years old,
Okay.
and then they go up to 14 years old.
Mhm.
And a lot of the treatment that they get is I am positive affirmation quotes,
That's
and they are so creative with the
the quote.
quotes
Yes, yes.
that it makes my job so much fun and easy with
Right.
them. You get any more new ones this week? And they coming back with, I am beautiful. I'm proud.
Yes.
I
Yes.
can do anything I want in life,
Yes.
you know.
Yes.
And it's funny that you bring that up. Thank you for joining, Kalila. I appreciate you, Miss Moore. Thank you so much, Tony. I appreciate all of you, Yvette, Jonathan. Thank you, Nat. Thank you, Kendra. I appreciate you all and your support. We're talking to Angelavette Williams Hawkins, and she's the author of Daddy's Girl. And then there's another one that's recently coming out. It's going to be
This one,
called.
it's already out. We were on
Okay.
the billboard. It's called Daddy's Girls, The Waiting Game. Now we were
Yes.
on, I don't know if you can see it. Well, we were
Push it closer
okay.
because you got your background still there.
Right. Can you see
Okay.
it?
No.
Okay. All right. So, anyways, Daddy's Girls, The Waiting Game.
The waiting game.
Yes, and that's a collaboration of authors, 8 authors sharing their relationships, sharing their journey of waiting on the man that God has for them.
Right.
I'm
That's
talking
beautiful.
from finding the wrong man, themselves, and looking for love in all the wrong places, being mentally abused, physically abused.
Wow.
One of the authors, her title is called, her chapter is called W2, and W2 is she's a widow, and her fiance is a widower. So
Wow.
introduced them 3 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's gonna
We-
be good.
it's powerful. I introduced them 3 years ago. And so my son, let me just say this, Felicia. I am this young girl from Newark, born in Newark.
Yeah.
Raised,
Brick
you know,
City. Y'all know that place. Y'all know that place.
yeah, Brick City, y'all know. And so met a guy in high school, and this is the one thing my daddy said to me, right?
Mm-hmm.
He said to me, I want you to get when you look for a man, I want you to get a smart man. Okay. So I'm like, in my teenage years, I'm like, okay, daddy said get a smart man. I had the smartest guy in the school, straight A's, straight A's, honey. But what happened? We were both virgins, We start to, thinking that we were in love, got pregnant the first time because God said, guess what? I'm going to stop you right in your tracks.
Right now.
Right now. Got pregnant, right? And so my mom didn't believe in no abortions. We ain't doing that. We ain't available for that. Thank God for that, because let me tell you something. And I said, oh God, okay, here I am, this young, I disappointed my parents. I know I disappointed you. And he said, don't worry, no worries, daughter. He said, no worries, daughter. He said, because I'm a forgiving God. And
absolutely,
from this day forward, I forgive you as long as you be obedient to my work and my will for your life, and you follow the direction I have for your life. He said, because you about to birth the greatest gift that's going to change the world.
Ooh, I got chills when you said that.
My son just turned 40, but my son is my writing coach and editor of my books.
Oh my goodness, that's amazing.
He is changing one person at a time, one story at a time, one author at a time, one book at a time, one anthology at a time. And when I tell you,
we have so much in common. We have so much in common. Girl, my daughter is my daughter is my editor and my She's not only my editor, but she's my she's my assistant, my personal assistant.
Right.
She runs all the businesses. She did all those things, and she published my book. She's a publisher. Wow. So we have so much in common.
Yeah, I know we were connected back in high school.
Yes.
We had a little separation, but God brought it all back together.
Look at your son. That's amazing. God did some amazing things.
He's doing it. And so he helped the W2. He helped her figure out that title just by sitting with her and says, what's your story? And he said, amazing. W2 is your title, your chapter.
Widow and widower. That's amazing. There it is, folks. You heard it right here from author Doc B on Bring It to the Table with our special guest today, Angelavette Williams Hawkins from Brick City, Newark, New Jersey. Let me tell you, she's dropping jewels over here. Okay. She's the purpose pusher. You better get with it, okay? The purpose pusher, the divine spiritual queen, honey, the visionary, okay? She's got something on YouTube say, take the mask must go. Come off. The mask must go. And that's all I do that all day long, peel onion layers.
Exactly.
Lies. I just do the digging and get to the trauma and get to the root so that they can begin to heal. And God is using me in that mighty, mighty, mighty way. Yeah. And so I'm going to go on to my next question. Is that okay?
That's okay. Yeah.
And my next question would be, how was the experience on CBS? Did you get to go on the set, or did y'all do it virtual?
We did it virtual because the one thing about my projects, I have women from all over, North Carolina, South Carolina. Okay. So you don't have to be here. My son will coach you virtually as well, if you want to be a part of my projects. The women on my projects, we are on billboards, we are doing some great things. So let me say, so the experience on CBS was with my coach, the baddest coach Savannah. And let me tell you, with Savannah Moore, she has her own TV show called The Limitless Living, and take the limits off, honey. Take the limits off.
Don't stop yourself. You know what limit means. Y'all know what limit means, right?
Listen.
That means you just gonna stay right here.
Right there.
Williams Hawkins is telling you tonight is you can't stop right there.
Nope.
That God is gonna be pushing you to higher and higher and elevating you.
Heights.
But you just got yourself on a limit. Get off the budget.
Get off of it. Get off of it, because
Come
I
on.
said you're fearfully and wonderfully made.
That's what she said.
And I also want to salute to our men. We have
Yeah.
some great men, in our community. We do not speak enough about them, but we have some amazing men. I'm going to tell you, my husband of September of 10 years,
Mhm.
I watched him pretty
Congratulations.
much raise his son,
Mhm.
almost as I would say as a single dad, pretty much,
Mhm. Mhm.
but he did an amazing job,
Mhm.
raising his son. And let me tell you, he came into my family, blended family, and my kids just adore him. They respect him to
Wow.
the utmost,
That's amazing. Well, there it is. Kudos to the men. She didn't leave any of you out. She
Nope.
did not leave any of you out. So thank you all for joining. I see you, Tony. I see you, Jonathan. And I have to keep giving them shout outs because it would be no show if it wasn't for you. I
Boy.
see you over in Dubai. I see you in Africa. I see all of you on. I really do appreciate your support. It looks like we just got some more people joining. I see you, Jury Kareem. Thank you all for joining. I see you, Khalil Moore. Thank you for joining. Tony Clinton, thank you for joining. Let me say something about Tony. Tony, is that Tony was my first guest on this show years ago when I first started.
Mm.
She still support me. Thank you so
Wow.
much for
Wow.
joining, Tony. Thank you, Yvette Ellis, Jonathan Drummond. I thank you all, Kendra Denise, Maureen, Natasha. Thank you, Kasana Lemons. I really do appreciate all your support from the bottom of my heart. We are on with, I'm going to say, our spiritual queen, our purpose pusher, our visionary. She is dropping jewels about what God has done to her life, how he's elevated her to help other women become empowered, to make healthier decisions for themselves, to write books. And of course, our spirits is just aligned right through this video. I can feel it.
Yes.
How he
Yes.
put us together
Divine
tonight.
connection. Yes.
Yes, and it's right now doing Women's History Month.
Yes. Yes.
Women's History Month, and we go back. You can go all the way back to a story when it comes to women, you know what I mean? But the black woman, but that black woman.
That black woman. Our book that's going to be starting in April, and anybody that would like to be an author, is about the black woman raising your child in the community, the black community. So,
ooh, I might have to get on that one.
Yeah, listen, come on, Faith.
You might have to need Orthodox B, baby. Ooh, yes, I like that. That's
yes,
good.
Yes. That's gonna be a real good one. That's gonna be a real. That's gonna be a real.
I might have to get on that one.
Awesome.
I might have to get on that one. So, and we're coming down to that final remarks, that final hour. Any last questions? Anything else you want to say to our audience tonight?
Yeah, I would like to say to our women, especially our broken women, those that feel like it's too late for you and why your turn hasn't come, that you met that right man in your life, is because you need to trust the process that God has you on. He's molding and making you for that man. You better believe he already had that man waiting on the throne for you, right? To serve you as his queen. But he have to mold and make you into that woman. So there's no need for spoil when you come and meet this man. I'm talking from a Proverbs, the book of Proverbs, honey. Proverbs 31 woman. He's creating and making you a Proverbs 31 woman, right? So trust the process and allow God, engage in prayer and allow God to heal and fix you, so you can be a whole woman for your whole man, because God got a whole man for you. And I'm gonna say this, one of the authors in my book got married for the first time at age 60 2 years ago.
I believe it. I married my husband at 63. I believe it.
So I'm saying, no, this is her first marriage. Her first marriage.
Wow, that's beautiful.
Her first marriage.
That's
and
beautiful.
When I say God has amazing husband for her, I mean, came full package. All she had to do is move into her mansion.
All she had to do is say, "I do."
That's it. He had a mansion set for her to move in.
Wow,
That's
that's
it.
beautiful. That's
It ain't,
beautiful.
oh, we gonna buy a house. He already had. I'm telling you, so when God do it, he do it, ladies. So I'm telling you, you need to trust the process. Stop looking in all the wrong places.
Right.
Stop accepting less than what you deserve. Stop trying to fix a man, because guess what? You can't fix him. Only God can fix him. You
Now
can't
I
fix
do,
him.
but you know what? I do have one last question, and I know I really have to shut it down because I upload onto Instagram because
Okay.
StreamYard don't do Instagram. But I did have one question when you said that. When God is nudging you to let go, because you said just now you made a statement about the wrong one.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts about that? Like, it's time. Like, because I believe that you can stay in a marriage or a relationship past your expiration date. And the way that you know that is when so many things are happening and your happiness is within you, is being killed, like squashed, like day by day by like it's tears, it's sadness, you're mourning, you already started your mourning and all this stuff. So it's a decision that you have to make.
That's it. That's it.
But you're not
Relationships
trusting the
shouldn't be
process.
complex. Yes,
But you're not
relationships.
trusting the process. You
You're
say
not
you got
trusting the
God.
process. That's it, right there. Yeah, you're not trusting it.
You say you got God, though.
Right, but you're trying to hold on to something that don't fit your life.
And God is saying, it's okay.
I got something better for you. I got you.
Come
I
on,
got
sis.
something better for you. I got something better for you, he's saying.
Well, there it is. I'm telling you, we have to end, but I'm telling you, you just heard it right here from the Queen, Angelavette Williams Hawkins. Woo! She is the what? Purpose pusher. The visionary, the empowerment specialist. She can link you to books and link you to a journey that's going to be beyond your dreams, next level stuff. So give them your contact information. How can the audience contact you if they want to be a part of your next project coming up in September? I think I'm gonna get on that one. But tell them everything. Tell them so that they can.
My website is www.daddiesgirlspeaks.com. Again, www.daddiesgirlspeaks.com. And I'm on Facebook, Daddy's Girl Speaks. That's my Facebook Daddy's Girl page. I'll
put it in the chat.
Okay. www.daddiesgirlspeaks.com. Yep. And then that's the website. And then Daddy's Girl Speaks on Facebook. And then my personal page is Lavette H-W. And you can also reach me at my email address is inspire, INSPIRE, letter A, sister, SISTER, at gmail.com.
Very good. There it is, folks. Y'all heard it right here on Bring It to the Table. You can go to Inspire Sisters at gmail.com.
Inspire A sister.
Inspires. Let me put the A. I didn't put the A. I gotta put the A at the end.
Inspire A sister at Gmail.
Put the A at the end. This Inspire A
sister. Yes.
Okay. Inspire. Oh yeah, I got it. I'll put everything in the chat for people so they can always be there, because people go back and they watch my segments over and over.
And make sure they got the website good too, so they can order that book, because it's some good stories in here. I'm telling you.
Is it on Amazon as well?
It's on Amazon, but I want them to go to my website. It's on
Amazon. I know that's right. I'll be sending them to docb.com, okay?
Listen. www.daddysgirlspeaks.com.
I got it. It's up there, and then it's up there on all of the platforms, and there it is.
We in other countries. The book is in other countries. The books is in other countries. We on billboards, Times Square billboard.
Yeah, in St. Thomas too.
In St. Thomas in October. We're gonna be on a billboard in St. Thomas in October. Nice. We on the move. So y'all just be looking out,
Well,
March
I thank and
18th,
praise
March
God for you.
18th is our official book signing at the Empowerment Studio in Newark on Sussex Avenue. And then March 11th, this Saturday, we're going to be at Ashley Stewart signing some books in Union, in Ashley Stewart in Union at the mall, the mall
Nice.
where Applebee's is.
Okay. Now tell me about March 18th again.
That's our official book signing. March 18th is going to be from 12:30 to 4 at the Empowerment Studio in Newark.
I have that flyer. Don't be
Yes.
surprised if you see me because I will be there that night. Because
Awesome.
remember,
Awesome.
that's the same
I
night as our
know.
high school
I
reunion.
know. Come
So
through,
don't be
sis. I
surprised
would
if I
love
come through
to.
with the camera. I'm gonna come through with the camera. There she
Yeah,
is.
come on. Yeah, come on. Come through with that
I might
camera.
do that. And then, I will
Awesome.
be there and I
Awesome.
will have all my equipment and stuff. So
Awesome. Awesome.
that would be
Awesome.
nice to do. And then we can
Yes,
give
it
the
would be.
audience
Yep.
the
Exactly.
backstory and the
Right.
outcome of the book
Right.
signing.
Because
I'll see.
they're gonna be talking about their chapters a little bit, so you'll capture some of that.
But at least I can get the book from there. I can
Yes,
get the
you
book
will.
that
Yeah.
day. Okay,
Yes.
good.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
there it is, folks. You heard it right here on Bring It to the Table. Let me tell you, you don't have to sit where you are in your spiritual condition, whether it's up, down, all around. We don't know where you are in it. But if you contact Angelavette Williams Hawkins at one of www.daddiesgirlspeaks.com or email her at inspirasister@gmail.com. She will be more than happy to push her sister
Yeah.
to be empowered
Yes. Yes.
for the next level.
I'm
So
here for it.
we want to say good night and we will see you all next Tuesday when Dr. Dawson and nurse practitioner, oh my gosh, Miss Rogers, Tiana Rogers, is coming on and they are going to talk about a Black woman's struggle with career choices. And these are two Black women in my family who are very successful in their careers. You don't want to miss it. Good night.
Good night.
Great night. Great night. Thank you so much
everyone.
for coming on.
All right. It's the book.